All right, so let's start with a brief check-in here. Do a little bit of preparation. You can keep your eyes open or you're welcome to close them. Begin to focus on our breath. Bring ourselves into our bodies. Letting go of all the distractions around us. Taking advantage of this opportunity. Knowing that everything that we do, that we commit ourselves to in this next few minutes, will translate into the rest of our day. So I'm grateful to you guys for being here. Your willingness to contribute. It really blesses me. So just briefly finish a scan of your body. If there's anything that needs attending to or attention as we begin to ramp things up, just take some care with that right now. And if your eyes are closed, you can open them. Bring yourself back into the room, staying in your body. It's going to take us ourselves from this standing tall position. We're just going to begin to hinge. So again, we're going to keep our palms facing our thighs, our lap, and we're going to just let our hips go back a little bit, and we're going to begin the process of pivoting through our pelvis, keeping those 3 points of contact through our spine, keeping the knees straight without locking, giving ourselves that big stretch, going as far as you comfortably can or want to, and then coming right back up. And we're just going to rehearse that, just repeating it a few more times on your own at your own pace. Recalibrating that alignment through your spine. Still monitoring your breath as you do this as well. And just finishing up the one you're doing right now. Continuing to stand tall, then we're just going to let our head drop to the right, releasing the gravity. Then bringing that head back to neutral and then over to the left gently. Back to neutral again, and then tilting back so we're gazing up. Then back to neutral, and then tilting down. So we're looking toward the floor. And then back to neutral, turning your head to look to your right. Then back to neutral and turning to your left. And back to neutral again. And then rolling the shoulders forward and backwards, starting small and gradually extending that range. One more time in each direction. Then hands on hips. So we're going to rotate the hips around in a circular pattern, starting small and gradually making those circles larger as well. One more time in each direction. And picking one leg, we're just going to do a gentle pulse, just gently feeling some soft bending through the hip, the knee, and the ankle, that support leg. Rest of our body stays in good alignment. We're still breathing. We're not breath holding as we do this. We don't have to look down at the floor. We want to keep our gaze out toward the world. And then let's just gently transition to the other leg. Same concept. And then both feet down, just kind of walk it out a little bit. So again, challenge the balance a little bit. We're just going to do gentle high knee raises. We're just going to bring a knee up as high as we can. We're going to start forward. Then we're going to go to about 45 degrees and then into the plane of our body as much as we can. Again, just challenging our balance as we do so in terms of how we lift the leg up and how we place it back down. So you can start with either leg. So we'll start that process of raising the knee up as high as you comfortably can. And then when you lower it, lowering it under control. And then switching to the other side, same concept. And again, lowering it under control. And then when we transition to the other leg, we'll go out towards that 45-degree angle. Up under control and then down under control. Then transitioning to the other side. And then down and then into the plane of the body as much as you can. So we're really opening up that hip. And then again, down under control and then over to the other side. And down under control. And then just walking out. Do some heel and toe rockers. So coming all the way up onto the toes and then onto the heels, pulling those toes up as high as we can without hiking those hips back, gauging the front part of the legs. Let's do two more of those. And then walking it out. So we'll start with our sticks today. So you can grab your sticks. If you need a drink, go ahead and grab those or that. We're going to do a side lean. As we do that, we're going to be in that split squat position. So again, my feet can be a little wider, or I can be like I'm on a tightrope. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the feet kind of close from front to back, and I'm just dropping that back knee down as low as I want to hold it. So whatever low position, you're just going to hold it there, and then we'll side lean from that position. We'll do it with each leg forward. We'll start in 5 seconds. So pick the leg position you want to begin with. Arms up overhead, drop the hips down, and then we'll start. So again, nice and easy because we want to go through the body. So start conservatively with your range of motion, get a feel for your balance, and then you can slowly expand from there. Coordinating that breath as much as you can. About 15 more seconds. Five left. 2, 1, and then up and just step it out. We'll repeat with the legs switched, starting in 10 seconds. Arms up overhead, dropping that knee down, and here we go. The belly button up, it's exactly the same. We just have the feet switched. Inhale and exhale. 15 more seconds here. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and walk it out again. So we'll be repeating that same exact concept with the side lean, but we're going to be in a single leg balance position. So we'll do it once with each leg, supporting our body weight. We'll pick whichever leg you want to begin with, and then we'll switch it from there, starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Again, light toe touch if you need to with the other foot, and then try to come right back to that single leg balance. Still breathing, resisting the urge to breath hold. 15 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1, and walk it out. Switching legs in about 10 seconds. Starting again in 5, in 2, 1, here we go. Again, you'll probably feel differences from one side to the other. We're just trying to dampen those out so you can feel somewhat comfortable no matter which side or which leg you're relying on. Developing that trust in your body. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Walking it out. We'll side lean now with both feet anchored to the floor. You can have a wide stance or a narrow stance, wide or narrow. Either one is fine. We're going to try and execute a little bit more range of motion now that we have both feet in effect. So we'll start in about 5 seconds here. Draw those shoulders down with the stick up. 2, 1, and here we go. We want to make sure both heels stay on the floor. Keep breathing, coordinate that breath as well as you can with the movements. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. We'll keep the sticks in hand. Same concept with the foot position. We'll start with a split squat. We'll go to single leg balance, and then we'll move both feet down. The movement this time we're going to do is an overhead twist. So with the arms overhead, we're just rolling our body around in a circular pattern like so. Okay, so again, with a split squat, so find that foot position you want to begin with. We'll start in 5 seconds. Drop that knee down, and here we go. Again, start small. We're rolling with the shoulders and the body, not just swinging the arms around. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Walk it out. Switching the feet. We'll pick it up again in 10 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Keep breathing. 20 seconds left. Ten left. 3, 2, and 1. And walking it out. A little extra break time. So we'll move to single leg balance with that same stick movement. So pick the leg you want to start with, knowing that we'll do both. We'll start in 10 seconds. Again, the shoulders stay relaxed even with that stick up overhead. Starting in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. 20 more seconds. 10 left. 3, 2, and 1. Walking it out, switching to the other side, starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. 20 seconds left. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Walking it out. So we'll keep both feet anchored down. Try to expand the range of motion as much as we can from the belly button up. Now that we have both feet engaged with the floor beneath us. So again, you can go wide or narrow with your legs. Play it the way you want. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Nice and big. Open everything up as much as you can. Still able to breathe. 20 more seconds. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. And step it out. So one more time through that sequence, but this time the overhead movement will be a twist. So with the arms overhead, I'm now rotating my body. So I'm going to try and use my eyes to drive my body as much as I can, but we won't be able to do the footwork in the first 2 times because we're going to be anchored. So again, we'll start with a split squat, move to the single leg balance, and then both feet down. Okay? So we'll start, let's see, in about 10 seconds here. So find your foot position you want to begin with. Arms up, back knee down, and here we go. Again, we're in good alignment with our spine. 3 points of contact, and we're not leaning forward. We're pretty vertical on this. Twenty more seconds. Ten left. 3, 2, and 1. Step it out. In 10 seconds, we'll reverse the feet and repeat that again. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Inhale and exhale, 15 more seconds left. 5 left. 2, 1, and walk it out. Moving to single leg balance. And doesn't matter which leg you pick, we'll do both. Starting in 10. Starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1, here we go. Again, just a comfortable range of motion at first, slowly expanding it once you feel like you're engaged well with what's happening. We're not looking down as we do our twist. We're looking around so we can see our entire room, which helps our body turn. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1, and walk it out. Switching to the other leg, starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Again, you can do a light toe touch as you need to, or you can keep kind of a quasi stride position, keeping the other foot like a kickstand behind the balance leg, depending on how your balance feels. So you can kind of modify this as you need to, depending on how the day is going. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1, walking it out. So this time with the twist, we'll get the feet engaged. So we'll let our feet pivot so our hips can turn and our body can turn. So allow me to turn more fully so I can look all the way behind me. So see how much you can get that rotation to occur now that you have the feet free and able to help you. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Really extending that range of motion as much as we can with the feet. Coordinating that breath, 20 more seconds. 10 left. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you can place that stick off to the side, grab a drink if you want it or need it. We'll move to do some leg work next, so you can use some extra weight here if you'd like. We're going to be doing some hinging as we did in the prep. When we do weighted hinging, it gives you more of a stretch, so just be cognizant of that, protecting yourself as you need to, if you need to. So again, we're going to keep the weight close to our legs as we hinge forward. So again, it starts with the hips kind of going back a little bit and then pivoting through the pelvis. Okay, so we're keeping those 3 points of contact. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Don't worry about pace. Focus on quality movement. Make sure to keep breathing. Coming to a full stand position after you hinge forward. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. A regular squat next, so you can adjust your foot position wherever you want it. You can go wider, stay narrow, whatever you prefer. We want to go as full into that low sit position as possible before we come into a full standing position. Again, the pace is up to you as long as you're using full range of motion. Body stays up as we sit our hips down. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Inhale and exhale, 20 more seconds. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Now we'll couple those two movements. We'll combine the hinge with the squat. So we'll do a full hinge. After we come up into the hinge, then we'll squat, and then we'll repeat that process. So you're probably going to go a little bit narrower so you can accommodate the hinge as well as the squat as we do this. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Again, just being intentional about both movements. Each one is discrete. You can recognize each one, but it's smooth and flows from one to the next. Twenty more seconds. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Walk it out. We'll go back to just the hinge. Hinge by itself. We'll start that hinge in 15 seconds. Again, you can play with this. You can mix the weights up. You can change range of motion. Do something to kind of advance yourself. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Keep your legs as straight as you can without flexing the knees. We want to feel that stretch. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Squat to overhead press. So the weights will begin and end at a shoulder height. We'll sit, we'll stand. When we stand, we'll press up overhead, okay? So the lowest the weight will be is at shoulder height, if you're able to do it that way. Again, this movement can be done empty-handed as well. Find your foot position starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1, here we go. Big reach, big extension overhead. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. So now we'll couple that movement with the hinge. So after the hinge, when we come into the upright position, we've got to bring the arms up to shoulder height, squat, stand, overhead press, just like we did. Beginning with the hinge as you are able. Again, if you need to, you can go empty hands. Find the foot position that works for you, starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Again, smooth, smooth, smooth. Slow is smooth. Smooth will become fast at a rate that feels more normal. We want to make sure everything is done in the proper sequence. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Back to the regular hinge. Starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Very strict 3 points of contact. As we go forward, we want to feel that stretch and engage. That's our clue that our back is in a good position. If our knees bend too much or we lose those 3 points of contact, we're not going to feel that stretch as well. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We'll move to a squat with the forward or front raise. So every time I sit down, I'm going to bring my arms up. Okay. When I stand tall, then the arms come back down to the thighs. We'll start in 10 seconds. That forward raise should be a good counterbalance, so you might be able to go a little bit lower than what you typically feel. 2, 1, here we go. Twenty seconds left. Five more seconds. 2, 1, and walk it out. So that'll be the last grouping, the hinge with the squat and the front raise. Excuse me. Starting in 15 seconds. You can feel your alignment. Get it ready now. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Arms stay straight. We're reaching straight out in front of us. Okay, join those two movements together as well as you can. Three, 2, and 1. Weights down, grab a drink. You have a band, we'll grab our bands next. For the first movement, it can be around your feet or your ankle. I would say go to your feet just because the next one right away will be required to be around your feet, but you choose what's best for you. We're going to sidestep. So again, we want to get rid of this type of movement. Keep ourselves as vertical as we can. Step out and step in. Step out and step in, keeping tension on that band. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go.
Our gaze is straight ahead. We don't need to look down at our feet. We want to feel what's happening with our body. The other way so I can see the clock. 20 more seconds. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to stand in place. We're going to do a high knee raise. We're going to try and cross that foot over the balance foot, bring it down, and then over to the other side. So we want to be intentional on the pace with each foot. So we're not quickly doing up and over. We want to do a good balance challenge as we do this knee raise. Starting in 5 seconds. Know which foot you're going to begin with. 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, and see right away, I just botched it. Doing the best we can to keep tension on that band. Our gaze is straight ahead. We don't need to be looking down or gazing down. We want to break that habit. Real life doesn't play fair. We want to see what's happening around us. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that band where it is. We're going to do a side raise non-alternating. So one leg at a time, we're going to raise it out, bring it back if you can without touching the floor. So we'll have that balance challenge again. Then we'll switch to the other leg. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Just kind of step it out. We'll switch to the other leg. Starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. Again, defer to balance. So don't worry about the leg raise if your balance is all over the place. Just create a range of motion that you can still hold that balance, but still challenge yourself just a little bit. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Step it out a little bit. We're going to sidestep again, just like we did before. If you want to modify it in some way, you can. Longer steps, faster steps. You can drop your hips down, something to just make it maybe a twinge different just to keep you engaged mentally. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Twenty seconds left. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we'll keep one band around the foot. We'll stirrup around the ankle of the opposite foot, and we're going to do a press back. So if you want to engage your body more with this, you can do more of a lean over in order to press that heel back. Again, the goal is to press the heel back if you can without touching that foot down. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Again, our gaze is straight ahead. We don't have to look down to see the floor. We want to feel our way from the feet up. Make any corrections based on how we feel, not on what we see. 15 more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. And we'll switch the feet up. What was on the foot is now on the ankle. What was on the ankle is now on the foot. Again, if you want to tilt your body with this to engage more of a kickback or press back, you can do that. So we'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Again, we're trying to keep that foot cocked. We're not toe pointing. We want to lead with the heel. Fifteen more seconds. Five left. 2, 1, and done. So for the next one, we'll do a balanced, non-alternating side raise. So again, it can be around the ankles, around the feet. Either one works. We'll begin in 10 seconds. Pick the foot you want to start with for balance. Starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1, here we go. Twenty seconds left. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Kind of step it out. We'll switch to the other leg starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 2, 1, here we go. Keep that gaze straight ahead as well as you can. Feel your balance from the foot working up. Fifteen seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Step it out. Last time through, again, if the bands become too restrictive, just drop the band and do the movements. Focusing on good balance and good body position. We'll start again with the side step. Again, you can tweak it a little bit to your delight. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Twenty seconds left. Ten left. 3, 2, and 1. Step it out. So in single leg balance, what we're going to do is we're going to arc the non-supporting leg around. So again, as much range of motion as you can without compromising that balance. So standing tall will start in 10 seconds, with or without the band. Probably around your ankles is best. 2, 1, here we go. You need something to touch for support as well. You can grab that piece of furniture, the wall, something that is sturdy and won't slide on you. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll switch that around. Starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds. 2, 1, here we go. Fifteen more seconds. 5 left. 2, 1, and step it out. Non-alternating side raise to finish up. Just like we've done twice before. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice and tall with the body on this. Staying vertical. 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Step it out. 10 seconds, switching to the other leg. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 20 seconds left. Five more seconds. 2, 1, and let's lose those bands, walk it out. Get a drink if we want it. Time to walk it out in the space you have. Shake those legs out a little bit. Okay, we're going to hinge with one leg. I'm going to bring that heel down. I'm going to hinge forward just a little bit, and then I'm going to rotate that leg. So it's like my foot is like a windshield wiper, but the rotation happens high up in the hip. So you can adjust your angle as much as you want, as long as you're keeping 3 points of contact and you're pulling that toe back. It shouldn't take much to feel that stretch. One more time in each direction. And then we'll step up, work it out, and then we'll switch to the other leg. Heel down, toe pulled back, hinging, and then rotating at the hip. One more rotation into each side. And step up, step out. Crossing the right leg over the left. You can support yourself placing your right hand on the right leg, and then you're going to press that left hip out and back. Pressing the left hip toward the left. You got it. And then gently coming up, unfurl those legs, step it out a little bit. Crossing the left leg over the right, left hand on that left leg, pressing that right hip out and back to the right. Still able to breathe as we hold this position. Try to keep your gaze up again. We don't need to look at the floor as we do this. We want to feel the stretch, not look at the stretch. And then up, shake it loose. Rotating those hips as we did in the beginning, really big this time. Got a lot of range of motion, so let's really try to extend that a little further all the way around. One more time to each direction. Feet together. Reach tall with a big inhale. Exhale, press those hands as far away from each other as you can until your arms are already all the way down. And we will call that one done for today. Well done.